Zlatan's back, and he's back at Milan as they took on Sampdoria in this special festive game to start the year of 2020. At 38 years of age, he came on, had 35 minutes, and his team once again failed to score. But how did he do?
Well, it depends what you want to compare him to. If you want to compare him to his best, then he's below his best. But if you want to compare him to Piatek that was on the field before him, then he looked sensational. So this is a real strange one. AC Milan absolutely struggling big time, both as individuals and as a team. And the fact that there's such a big hoo-ha around Zlatan coming back tells you the trouble they're in. And the fact that he did play for, 35 minutes? And he actually looked better than anybody else in a Milan jersey. But that's not saying an awful lot. So he made an impact. We knew coming off the bench that that's what he was capable of doing. The question I have is, how long is this guy going to suffer what the rest of his teammates are dishing up before he explodes? That's my worry.
A lot of his play was kind of reminiscent of his movement at PSG. He was coming short to receive the ball. He was getting involved. He wasn't just trying to play as the point striker, a little bit as Piatek has been playing for AC Milan, looking for service. He kind of picked up on the fact that he needed to involve himself, and it was good to see him get involved. Do you think that he's well aware of the challenge in front of this team, and do you think he can inspire them?
Do you know, I think he can inspire them, because when you play beside a player of his quality, it automatically gets you on your toes. You want to do well. You want to do well for him, and you want to do well for yourself. But then if Zlatan's going to continue coming short, who's going to be in the box? I mean, so for every good thing, there's always a downside. And for the fact that you want, what do you want out of him? Do you want him on the ball as the so-called number 10, or do you want him in the penalty box? I would suggest you need him in the penalty box. But then for him, it's a conundrum as well, because if he does sit up front and be that point man, he might never see the ball. So he actually is forced into coming short, because otherwise he wouldn't get the ball. This is a huge conundrum, not just for him, but for Milan as well.
Overall, so it's really a comment on where AC Milan find themselves, which is consequently 12th after another stalemate, 6th time they failed to score this season. They've only scored 16 goals. Is it possible for them to even qualify for Europe, which of course they've forgone this year?
Not a chance. The way this team's playing. I mean, listen, they were lucky that the break came when it did. Absolutely spanked just before the break ended. You think, clear your head, clear the brains, get going again. But from the minute they stepped on the field, they hadn't cleared anything. This was exactly what they've been dishing up for the first half of the season. And I don't really see, Zlatan or no Zlatan, how it's going to change or how we expect it to change.
Okay, so it's a far-gone cry from where he was when he was last in a Milan jersey, of course, and winning the Serie A title. They look a million miles away from it, but we'll see what magic he can dish out between now and the end of the season. Now he's back at AC Milan.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.